Hey everyone, welcome to Positron Plays Lagoon. You can probably already hear the tone of my voice on that. Lagoon is a game that I played as a kid. Certainly a game I rented, I think twice, maybe even 3 times. Maybe I even convinced myself that was a good idea to rent 3 times. And I'm not sure I ever got past the first dungeon. If I did, it wasn't very far past that. And we'll see why as we go through. This is a kind of a, I want to say Zelda style, but it's really not. It's more like the East series. It was originally a PC game on the X68000, and then Kemco remade it essentially for the SNES. And this is what we got as a result. I kind of have a soft spot for this game, even though I probably shouldn't. Alright, I'm going to start a new game here. That save is just in the first area, just basically to make sure that I could actually get through this. Nasir, I have raised you to be the champion of light. This is, I believe, Matthias? Now it is time for you to fulfill your destiny. Listen carefully. The water around Lakeland has recently become muddy. It's more of a polluted than muddy, I would say. Also, it's not muddy at all. It must be a sign of something evil. The muddy water must have something to do with the demons that are appearing everywhere. I want you to find out the cause and bring pure water back to this land. First, you should go to Atland, which you know well. So I think we grew up in Atland. But yeah, so this is us. We are Nasir, the hero of light. Mayor seems to be worried about something. Wonder what about? Must be this horribly muddy water. Also, if you did miss my post on YouTube before I did this, I showed off the back of the box description, which literally starts with Lakeland has a drinking problem. So that's kind of what we're getting into here. There's some weird translations going on here. Hello there. Well, Nasir, you've become so strong in such a short time. Thanks. The game back of the box also mentions that we will follow our journey from childhood to adulthood. That doesn't happen. We're an adult. Matthias has raised us. The water from Lagoon Castle makes Lakeland fruitful. If the water becomes dirty, we can't serve good food to our customers. So that's a legitimate problem. What should we do if the well water becomes dirtier and undrinkable? You'd be in trouble. Kind of a pretty passive take on, evil taking over the world, huh? My boyfriend, his job is to dig gold. Now he's working with Giles in the gold cave. Okay. Hey, dog. Bow wow. Oh, it's you, Nasir. Did you come to see my husband? Yeah, sorry, but he went to the worship site a little while ago. Alright. You also notice that the screen scrolling is, kind of mean. We don't get a lot of, heads up of where we're going into, and that'll become a problem. That's the restaurant. I for sure will be using maps occasionally for this, for the sake of getting through it with my sanity. But we'll see how that goes. There's the mayor. Hey there. By the way, I just mentioned to the cleric that the water is getting muddy. It's never happened before. What could be causing this? There's a problem. What? You're so noisy. I mean, the music is noisy. The man just came out of the cave. He's hurt badly. Anyway, please come right away. Hey there, how's it going? Demons are in the cave. Giles is in the cave. We must hurry and rescue him. Man stumbled out of the cave and fell to the ground. What a tragedy. Giles is in the demon's cave. Let me handle this. You go and tell the cleric about it. Okay. Hey, you going in there without a weapon? There are demons in there. Okay, we can't go in. We have to get a weapon first. Alright, so we gotta go tell the cleric what's going on here. Let him know that bad things are afoot. If I can find my way back to where that is. Here we go. What? Giles is in the Demon's Cave? It's quite serious. We should all go to the mayor's house and discuss this. Oh, please rescue Giles before it's too late. Giles? I'm gonna go with Giles. So this is probably about the point that a lot of people give up on the game, and you'll see why in a moment. Not that it takes particularly long to figure it out, but it is kind of funny. Ah, Nasir. Came here at just the right time. Wait a second. Oh, Nasir, we've been talking about Giles. You, the champion of light, seem to be the only one who can get into the cave. Please put these on and get ready to go. Okay. I'm not quite sure what you want me to put on. I can tape the gold to myself. Keep the entrance to the cave open. Please prepare yourself before you go. Okay. So he gave us 300 gold to wear. I'm losing my voice already for some reason. So let's go see if we can find a weapon. Here, demons were found in that cave. Yep. Not having memorized this map, it's kind of funny walking around with, you know, no view. Certainly makes it a little more difficult than you would expect. Alright, here's the weapon shop. Oh, armor shop. What do you want? Oh, this is where the short sword is. Okay, so if you actually go to the weapon shop, they don't sell you weapons. Now, I think we have enough to get everything here. I don't believe you can soft lock yourself here, but you know what? I'm actually kind of curious. How much does the sword cost? Costs 150, right? So we would need at least 250 gold left. Alright. We'll get the bandit armor. What happens if you do... You know, I don't think I've ever tried it. So let's do so. Let's see what happens. If we brick the... Oh, we're not open yet. Okay, so yeah, I think you can't go into the weapon shop until... And it's not the weapon shop, it's the item shop. I think you can't go into the weapon shop until you have the sword. To make sure that you don't basically immediately brick your save. Alright, so we got all that stuff. We're not going to get anything else. We can get some items, healing items, but we can't afford them now, so... let's equip our stuff. Now this menu is certainly something. Yes, this is a Super Nintendo game. The load times in and out of the menu are pretty wild. Most of my knowledge past the first dungeon in this game comes from, you know, seeing a speedrun here and there. And those load times are killer. Alright, so they'll let us in now. Good luck. Good luck indeed. So this might be a little longer video because I would like to get through the first dungeon, or at least most of the way through it. And you'll immediately notice the thing that probably, if you didn't give up trying to figure out how the heck you get into the cave, you're probably going to give up here. I should really save. This guy could actually kill me. Yes, this is the second enemy in the game. Okay. I'm going to save. We can save anywhere, which is good. We can jump. Controls are a little weird. B is actually attack. A is jump. A little weird on a Super Nintendo controller. But the immediate weird thing that you'll notice about this game is that the sword is extremely tiny. And this is partly a remnant of the original game, because the original game used an East style, what they would call bump combat. Basically, you just held your sword out in front of you and you ran into things with the pointy end. And that's kind of how the combat worked. And I think that they thought, when they ported it to the Super Nintendo, that people were going to think that was crazy and not quite understand that that's how combat works. So what they did was instead changed it to more of a Zelda-style sword swing, except that the hitboxes have not changed. Which means that to hit an enemy but also not get hit is incredibly difficult. You also have, I believe, literally zero iframes. So if an enemy presses you against a wall, you kind of just die. Now, the upside is that we have a couple of advantages here. I think I want to go up this way. First of all, we can push enemies. I can... Oh, jeez. Come here. Yeah, as long as we're not swinging, if we walk into an enemy with our shield equipped, we can push them away, which is kind of the remaining remnant of the bump combat, I think. So that is certainly a plus. Also, we regenerate health when we stand still. So at any time, I can just be like, you know what, I need to take a breather here, and get some health back. Now we've probably leveled up. There's no fanfare. Oh jeez, there's no fanfare with leveling up. It just kind of happens. There's a good chance that I've already gotten myself lost, but we'll see. I'm sure I'll hit a landmark here shortly. Okay, here we go. Healing pot. Okay, that's actually great. That's the item we need in order to proceed. We need to bring this to Giles when we find him, so we can lead him out of the cave. So that's good. I don't think there's actually any other items in here of note. There's some gold. That was pretty good. Didn't immediately die there. Now, what I'll probably do for this first boss, and what I'll probably do for a decent amount of this going forward, is that if I have to do any level grinding, I'll do it off camera. I'll pause and, we'll just sort that. Because there will be a lot of cases that I will most likely need to level grind a fair amount to make sure that I can get through sections. We basically want to make our way to the top of the gold cave here, find Giles. Jesus. Oh my god. I certainly encourage anyone that may be thinking, boy, look at this idiot trying to play this game and doing a terrible job of it. I would challenge you to experience this. Now the good news is that also at some point we will get magic, and that helps a lot. Magic can be used during bosses, unfortunately, but it'll make getting through regular areas a heck of a lot easier. So we will at least have that in the future. How much money do we have? 77. Okay. I'm not sure how much money we get from like a skeleton. Oh, jeez. None? Oh, no, okay, we got 4. It was just delayed. Now you can also, you know, if you're good, you can also kind of do the same to enemies and push them up against a wall. Sometimes you can get double hits too, you know, you hit 2 enemies at once, which helps quite a bit. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know what possessed me. I think I rented this originally because I was like, oh man, I love The Legend of Zelda. This kind of looks like that. This will be great. And absolutely did not get past the first boss. Never made it out of this dungeon. Probably because I spent a good solid half an hour at least originally being frustrated and trying to get out of the first town, not understanding why the weapon shop wouldn't sell me weapons. I mean, I was probably like, you know, 11, 10 at the time, you know, so don't be too hard on me. I did come back to this later, much later, and had beaten the first boss, but don't think I got any further than that. And I think I rented it as a second time because I was like, you know what, this game is cool in concept. You know, it's got good music and the art's, you know, decent. And I really just wanted to, you know, get through it. And never did. Alright, so here we are at the top of the gold cave. Hey there. Nasir, is that you? I'm not seeing an illusion, am I? Demons seem to be afraid of the light. They didn't follow me up here. They got hurt along the way. Wish I had the healing pot, which can cure anything immediately. Do you have it, Nasir? I do, actually. Thank you. I'll take it. It's bitter. Ugh, yuck. Doesn't hurt so much now. Can't go back to the village alone? Take me home. Don't leave me here. Alright, escort quest time. Jeez. So yeah, so we have to escort him back to the entrance of the gold cave. This is how fast he moves. You cannot move him any faster. Can we push him, actually? No, we cannot. And his pathing is strange. Because he'll always try to, I think... If I remember correctly, he'll always try to cover the furthest distance. Which means that sometimes he'll just run into walls. Now the good news is that he is immortal. He cannot be harmed in any way. Not to say that we can't, but you know, so there's no risk of him dying. We don't have to protect him or anything. But he's also not going to help us. And I also have to not die. Yeah, he's having some trouble. Now there is actually, what's funny is there's actually a second kind of escort quest that will happen after the first dungeon, and we're actually going to skip that one. It's one of the very few tricks I know of the game. We go this way, right? Yeah. Come on. Oh my god. The, oh, please don't kill me. I should really save. Yeah, the other thing that's weird about this, too, is that, we can do this sometimes, which is kind of nice. If you notice any slowdown, that's not my, oh boy. That's not my recording, that's the game. The game has a lot of trouble handling enemies sometimes. Let's heal up here. Unfortunately, I think... Oh, jeez. I think healing is always a static value. So it takes longer and longer to heal by standing still as you go up in levels. Not 100% on that. level are we? Level 4? You know, it's actually not bad progress. I definitely need to be level 6, I think, to beat the first boss. Which is for sure going to require some level grinding. So we'll pause before we hit the first boss. We gotta wait for him to get close enough. And we're almost there. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Come on. There we go. Oh, jeez. I might be able to beat the boss at level 5. But we'll see. I'll probably just hit 6 for safety. Now we can get as far away from him as we want. It's just that you know, we gotta wait for him to catch up before we can screen transition. You also notice too I can jump. That does have a purpose. It's not just for show. You can dodge projectiles by jumping, but more so there is also platforming. And I believe if you fall in a pit, I think it's an instant game over. So I'm going to try to avoid doing that. Now, I remember that there is a treasure chest in that other path that we just passed. Honestly, I don't know. I think I got that one. I think there's another one on this floor I didn't get. I'm just honestly not going to get it. I think it's only gold. I'll certainly double check before I leave because we won't be coming back here. But I think it's just gold, and I really don't want to do that while I'm in Escort Land. My hope is that there's at least one person watching this at some point that had a similar experience with this game as I did as a child, and that it was impossible. This will be in some ways cathartic. I'm hoping that the end game doesn't require comical amounts of editing, but I do plan on beating this. It's just I just gotta do it at some point, you know? It's just gotta happen. Alright, let's go this way. Here we go. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Almost there. Alright, here's the exit. We made it. Thank God. Want to go? Yeah, we're home. We're here. Oh, I gotta still escort you through here, huh? Thank you. I've made it home safely thanks to you. By the way, about the locked door in the cave, I heard the old woman Faith here talking about it. Talk to her if you're interested in it. So long. Okay. Now, we didn't actually go see the, boy, I hope you can't hear the truck beeping in the background here, incredibly loud. We didn't actually end up going to the locked door, but, can we talk to this chicken? Cock-a-doodle-doo, yes we can. Hi there. I believe there's an elves village called Vola up the river from this village. But I don't know how to get there. You follow the river from this village. You just said so yourself. Alright, weapon shop sells the healing pot and the shiny stone. These are both healing items. I believe we can only carry two PCs are too much. I know that's pieces, but come on. Yeah, so we can only carry one healing item at a time. Oh, she's in this house. There we go. Really? You're interested in the door? There's a demon called Samson in there. Thias and I locked him in with this key. Take this key if you are confident that you can defeat him. Well, I'm not confident that I can defeat him, but I'll take the key anyway. Samson became more powerful with the evil water from Lagoon. He's calling the demons to the cave. Be careful. Okay. So that's our objective at this point. Go defeat Samson. And we will do so. This time. We'll do it this time. I want to make this a longer episode to start just so we can get through this damn thing. Also, it's been a while since I've posted, since I'm very busy. I will probably not talk to every single person in every town, only because, again, it's a little hard to find them sometimes because of the way the screen scrolls. I'm a good fighter. Yeah, locked door on the first floor of the cave. Wonder what's inside. Pain and suffering, basically. Alright, we're level 4. Might be able to get to level 5 before we get to Samson. If not, I'll just go in it. Oh, jeez. I'll go into level 4 and we'll give it a shot. I don't remember if those slimes split or if they just double spawn there. You'll notice too if you freeze frame this, I'm pretty sure that my sword never actually touches these enemies. It's actually like a pixel or two ahead, which is kind of comical. Come on. There we go. Alright, here's the locked door. You're level 4? I'm gonna get the crap kicked out of me here. Oh, we do have to equip the key. Which also means that we can't really equip the healing potion before we go in. Let's see if I can just touch the door open. There we go. Now I can equip the healing potion. But that's the wrong menu. So we have a multi-second load screen here. I don't actually know which is stronger. I think the shiny stone might be stronger. Alright, let's try this. So, Samson really only has a couple attacks. He'll jump. Ooh, this is actually a really good start. So every time we hit him, he's briefly stunned. Unfortunately, the range at which you can hit him is incredibly short. Let's use the healing. Oh, that, okay, I actually don't know what that did. I guess it did nothing. So that's unfortunate. Alright. Every time he jumps, unfortunately, we get stunned briefly. Alright, phase 2. Now he just gets more aggressive. I might actually be able to beat him at level 4. That'd be kind of wild. Nope, we died. Okay, I will show off quickly before I do the level grind what happens if you try to go to the side of him. You actually can't hit him from the side. Your sword is too short. Actually, can't even get. Just oh jeez. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he just pins you against the wall, and then you just die. You have no chance. All right, let me pause here and get to level 6. So hold on. All right, here we are at level 6. 40 strength, 36 defense, a little more HP. Should be marginally easier. We still have the same rough issue in that he's very difficult to actually hit. So the ooh, that was a good. You know what? I'm actually going to use the healing potion here. Got him. Nice. Okay. I probably didn't need to use it, but that's okay. You defeated Samson. Let me get the fire crystal. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Off to Elffield. Oh no, the entrance to the cave was buried by the earthquake. Can't go back now. Yeah, so we can never go back to Atland. And given that the people in the town were saying that they had to get to the town, it seemed like they said they had to get to the town through here. I think we probably just made their lives really difficult. And now we have field spiders, but we will take care of these next time. So I hope you've enjoyed this intro to a very bizarre game. And I'll see you next time. If you like the video, click like, helps a bunch. Subscribe for more. I'll see you soon.